previously on into the Yonder Void. We went to some foreign land and then we fast-tracked on Fey lines to this ceremony thing. And we saw Fee, but, like, it wasn't actually Fee. Then there was this queen named Ophelia, so another Fee, but she got whacked. And it was a real mindfuck for me, but probably more so for all the Fees.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
We're back. It's a new year, sucker.
Should all
2024. 24.
This is year 5 of the podcast. We started
Happy anniversary, gang.
January
Happy
3rd,
New Year.
2019.
Our kindergartners.
Billy joined eventually.
We were the harbingers of Le Pandemic.
And January 5th is technically 6 years for
This
Playing?
group, yeah.
And wonder how many hours we've played.
I think somebody asked that every single time.
I kept count for a long time because I wanted to count up to 200 because that's when you become like true friends with someone. I think that's roughly the number. Somewhere around there. But I wanted to see if we became like actual friends.
But we still have to
Turns
have
out,
10,000 hours to be professional friends.
Does it
That
count?
was years ago.
Does it count as us being friends or our characters? Because we spent a lot of that time in character. And personally, I don't like the real Mika. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't feel like I even know you
I
very
don't
well.
know
I count you
shit
as an
about you.
acquaintance at best. An acquaintance whose bunk bed I saw him sleeping.
I might nod at you on the subway if we were for some reason on a subway together.
Well, I mean, Ken? I mean, we might extend the wedding invite to you because you're married to Lindsey, but +1 at
And
best.
I might make it. We'll see. Anyway.
A weekly Dungeons and Dragons
It's not
5e.
weekly. This is like weeks after whatever the last one was.
You know, I just go into a fugue state. So, a bi-weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth. And around the table, we have our players.
It's me, new year, new me, Billy, playing Nez. E.
It's still me, the same me, Tomas playing Gil.
It's me, Lindsey. New Year me. Also trying to continue this because Tomas won't.
You could have been future Lindsey.
And you
What?
end it on I'm playing Fee.
Oh, and I'm playing Fee.
You gotta end it on the rhyme.
You fucked it up.
It even ends.
John
And I'm
Ralphio.
Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each and every other week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 108.
108.
There's nothing special about that number.
Room 108.
Nothing special.
That
Never heard of it.
show.
It's good.
So
It's also
unexpectedly
bad.
good.
It's also
Some episodes
full
were
spectrum.
shit, but some were like some of the best things I've ever seen. Like made us cry, made us laugh,
Made us puke.
made us puke,
Horny.
made us not watch it for a couple
and
of weeks
horny at the
because it
same
wasn't
time
good.
one time.
James Vanderbeek just being a dirty fuck or
Made us scared too.
yeah.
We have a review.
Some are so good.
And actually this review is from who knows how long ago.
Oh,
Because it was on our website. And you can leave reviews on our website.
Weird.
And someday we will find it
Yeah,
when we're
you
looking
can.
through the Wix account.
Enter at your own risk.
This one came from Dan with 2 N's.
Dananan.
Just started listening to the podcast on the immense strength of Big Sneaky Barbarian. Didn't know where else to say this. Fuck me, mate. That's a fun book. I love it. Write more now. So this is clearly pre-other books. Great references and a ripper of a story, shiny characters, and beefy action. I hope you're fucking proud, Seth. You better be. And how super sexual is that performer? I only want to listen to him read shit forever now. Give him a slow, hard kiss from me. Boom Shanka.
That's a review of Big Sneaky Barbarian.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
mean-
a review of the podcast.
Very true.
But our DM wrote Big Sneaky Barbarian.
What?
So I think that reflects on us, kind of.
Seth, you wrote a book?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
Couple of them.
Some.
Wait,
Seth, you wrote a book?
Some book.
Some
is that what you've been doing?
I thought he was just had a raging porn addiction.
You were just Trumbo writing in the
where I was
bathtub?
writing porn?
oh, yeah, this is
I can't find anything I like. Better do it myself.
Do you think smut writers get turned on writing their smut while they're writing
Absolutely.
it? Really?
That's like
like,
the
yeah.
that's the mark of like, oh, this is good. This is a good section.
What if he pulled out his cock, though? Yeah.
It's every page.
He pulled out his cock.
It's like the guidance counselor from 10 Things I Hate
I
About
was
You.
just thinking that. Quivering member.
Quivering member.
Messant.
I remember
Throbbing?
being a kid seeing that and just it going way over my head.
Does anybody have a prophylactic?
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
Hell yeah.
That movie was like, I think, imprinted on my brain. I think part of me wants to still always be Bianca and definitely Julie Stiles' character in
Yeah,
that
there
whole movie.
are two wolves inside us all. They are Bianca
and I'm like,
Julia
that's
Stiles.
what I want.
Cat.
Cat.
Part of me
Cats,
wants
yeah.
to play in a band on top of a building
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Ever
with
since
Fuck
a
yeah, that
drone
looked
flying
fun.
around you.
ever since I saw the Beatles play on top of Abbey Road.
I
Yeah.
saw 10 Things I Hate About You before I saw that from Abbey Road.
Weird.
Same.
But yeah.
I didn't listen to the Beatles until I was dating you because my mom, for some reason, hates the Beatles.
That's the whitest thing I've ever heard.
You just put people on
Well,
blast.
we
right
can't trust
I already
Leanne's
talked about her music
taste.
preferences. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I mean,
We
it
all
was the
know.
Runaway Jury soundtrack for 3 straight years.
It's true.
Runaway Bride.
Runaway Bride.
Runaway Jury. Runaway Jury.
I want to know what Runaway Jury is about.
Just a lot of deliberation music.
Yeah, it was the 90s wanting to be 12 Angry Men, and they just couldn't do it.
We'll never know.
They're like, man, John Grisham is so hot right now. John Cusack is so hot right now.
Wait,
let's
so
do it.
This
Written
is an
by
actual
Sean
movie?
Grisham.
Sorry.
Is this an actual movie?
Yeah, Runaway Jury.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of movies that
It's a
are
90s political, like, legal thriller.
So it's not a
like
jury.
John Grisham.
It's not a jury that suddenly runs away, and then they're like, "Oi, oi, oi! What do we do?"
They find out they're all engaged to the same guy, and none of them want to get married.
Hugh Grant plays the judge.
And the betrothed.
This is a Runaway podcast.
It's always been a runaway podcast.
That's true.
Runaway podcast never,
Never coming back.
Runaway on the runway
track.
Seems like we
Okay,
should
all right.
be recording episodes.
Now let's see where this goes.
Somehow we don't know what we're doing.
Billy's
Yeah.
holding his mic too. It plays. It
And I'm on
plays.
top of a building.
Hold it like Fred Durst.
No, stop cupping the mic,
Or
vocalists.
Taking Back Sunday.
Stop cupping the mic, vocalists. God, you fucking amateurs.
My favorite is the guy from Cold who holds it like upside down diagonally towards his face.
Yeah, like you. Never mind. I was gonna out myself about something. Never mind.
What?
Never
like how
mind.
I eat
Dick.
Vienna sausages.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Dan, for that review.
Yes.
Of the book.
Thanks for reviewing
And
our
not
friend's
us
book
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on our podcast
We all do
website.
stuff
No, it's
sometimes
good.
too. You can review if you want.
Nah. I don't want it.
Sometimes I paint with
Going to
watercolor.
Billy's job.
I don't want the clout.
You know, your performance last year was adequate. It was acceptable.
3.5 stars.
Out of 20.
Your boss goes to our Apple Podcast page and gives a review.
My boss does
to work,
get
Billy.
back to work. Yeah, my boss does know that we have a podcast.
Oh,
so.
wow.
Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
So meaty.
Watch out.
For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I want to know which NPC that you've encountered so far would most likely be one that you would develop a friendship with outside of the adventures. Let me grab my dice.
Are we answering in character or?
Yeah, you still answer in character. You just have to forgive me my faux pas.
Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to clarify.
First up is Gildebrand.
Nah, I've met a lot of people in my travels, but I would probably... I think I could learn a lot from Captain Yisebi. Mostly because he's got some mad capping skills, and I feel like I could get into a lot of hijinks with the walking scarecrow guy. So, yeah, I'd have to say Captain I acted like I didn't like him, but it was mostly brought about my need to usurp his ship from him. So, but he seemed like a cool guy.
Nice.
Was he the one who taught me about lying?
Yes. So invaluable.
Yeah, he's good.
The Scarecrow Boat Walks at Midnight by R.L.
Next
Stein.
up, Nezrah.
I think that I have a lot of questions and curiosity about Fenra.
Yeah, he does.
I'd want to spend more time with Fenra and get to know her a little bit more.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Would like to.
Ooh la la.
You guys are horny as fuck over there. Thank fuck we're on the other side of the table from each other.
All right. Well, thank you, Nez, for that extremely
Erotic answer.
I'm not
Pregnant
answering from the
answer.
bathtub or anything. Jesus.
Not yet.
Ooh.
All right. Can.
Loom.
Why?
Because I wouldn't be a very good friend if I didn't say Loom. And he's like one of the only people that I actually like around here. He's the only person who went to get noodles with me. And he's fun. And he has an element of mystery. So things are always interesting.
Must love nudes.
Well, thank you, Can.
Is he going to hear this?
I don't know if he has Apple Podcasts. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fee.
It's hard for me because I guess it's kind of hard for me to trust people and make friends, but I think I started establishing a kind of friendship with the prince, I suppose. So I guess that I feel like he's had so much mystery and stuff going on where there's a lot that I don't know about him. So yeah, I don't know. He just runs away all the time. So I guess if I can keep him in one spot, probably the prince.
I'm sure we'll never see him again.
Runaway
Probably.
prince.
Runaway
Never coming
prince,
back.
never coming back.
Wrong
Prince and
way,
Prince
and he
and
stole
Prince
my
and
pants.
I do have
My
that
boots
little
and
jingle
hat.
bell, and I am super curious what that does.
He gave you a jingle bell?
Yeah, a little bell.
You haven't ever dingled it?
No. When would I have time right now? We've
Right
been
now.
so busy.
Right
now.
Now's the perfect time. Dingle that shit.
It's dingle
During
that
dinner. Dinner dingle.
Dinner dingle.
shit. Because you guys love Prince content. You guys all love the Prince.
R.I.P.
What?
Rest in Prince.
We gotta sweep for fingerprints. Fingerprints? No, thank you.
I always get scared to like talk to the Prince at all because you all hate him. Like
I don't hate him.
Hate
No,
him.
you do whatever your character would do.
Yeah.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
We also hate Crumb, but you summon him.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
that's big.
You
That's
crumming him.
yeah.
What a crumb bum.
Okay.
The crumming.
I have a fine line between willing to be annoying
And
and being insecure. And being insecure. And it's always the Prince is more the insecure. Crumb is more, I'll be annoying and I'm enjoying it.
I enjoy Crumb, like me personally,
See?
but I have to get into character and hate Crumb as like a rule.
I just needed to know
I
what was
hate
on the
Crumb
other side of
because
the
he is
line.
so
I'm sorry.
I love it. I yeah, it's perfect.
Editing Crumb is like my personal hell.
That's like the easiest one to edit because like Seth's like intrigue characters.
He is screaming.
But his intrigue characters are like way low.
Oh yeah, you got to bump
so
them
I'm
up.
like, okay, let's pump up the volume on all of Seth's shit, and then he suddenly goes to screaming at me.
I just love it because like I had this idea of Crumb, and then you're like the voice and thing you've got going on with Crumb is just like perfect with bringing it to life more.
Wow, that was a nice.
Is this a review
nice
for me
review.
again?
Yeah, good job, Seth.
Hasn't had his ego
Yes, you're
stroked
an
away.
review for you.
Wait, did you guys know Seth wrote a book?
He wrote at
Like a
least
children's
a book.
Like the picture ones?
Yeah, it's a children's book about pegging.
Oh no.
Pegging Zoo.
Okay.
Pegging Zoo.
Yeah.
Peggy 18.
I wanna write. It'd be fun to write a children's book. If you decide to write a children's book, let me know.
She wants to co-author.
Don't go
I
right
don't-
from pegging to writing
probably-
a children's book.
Well, not about pegging.
It's
I don't know why
2024,
that
guys.
was brought there.
Get
I
with
did
the
not bring
times.
that up.
I brought
Shall
it
we
up.
get started?
Maybe.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Probably, because this has gone a bad direction.
No, what are you talking about?
It
This
was
is
not
fine.
my intent.
This is fine.
When we last left off, y'all were exposing some of Fee's memories. You'd literally traveled down memory lane. Rooms were on fire, then they weren't. Things got real wonky.
They got real
topsy-turvy.
heated.
And
Thank you, good night.
Yeah, and finally you were informed that if Fee was in fact that alchemist at any point, she would be responsible for a tremendous amount of carnage in the history of the world.
Some
And
would say
Vandalash
the
left you
G
guys
word.
with left you guys with that thought.
Gildebrand.
And you know what? You guys were all really exhausted after that whirlwind adventure, and so you went to sleep, knowing that on the nonce you would likely be leaving.
I'm sorry.
And
I love the notion that
all that happened, and we were just like, "Oh man, all right, night, guys."
Yeah, the chicken wizard just divulges this like bombshell on us, and we're like, "Well, time to check."
Yep,
in.
he's like, I'm not upset at all. That turns out nothing is going to happen.
If
We're
anything, we
just
passed
sleeping.
out from
Do
exhaustion.
we get a long rest? Because Fee got one, and
Do we
did
level
Yes.
up?
No, you don't level up,
Damn
but
it.
you do get a long rest.
Okay.
We got to catch up with Can eventually.
Can we level up tonight?
The next morning, you guys wake up. It's late morning. You guys had a rough one last night. And you find that upon returning to the downstairs area, Yellowbaton, the Ash Knight, and Humphrey, the Glimmer Knight, are standing there waiting as you guys sort of tumble on down. Woad is down there, Loom is down there waiting, and Vandalash is perched along with her, their shadowy spectral servant.
I'll tumble for you.
Oh, hello. Oh, shit! You guys are all still here, huh?
I'm coming down the stairs, probably behind everyone, with Crumb trying to push me because he had to coax me to even get out of bed. And I slept in a bed and not a hammock, and that was pretty moody of me.
Your spine is just like a Pringle shape.
Well, shoot, we heard about it last night. That seems like it was pretty rough for y'all. How you holding up?
How much did you hear about it?
Well, I mean, we were. I can't speak for Yelly here, but I was pretty aware of what was going on.
I look over at Vandalash like quizzically.
Vandalash like shrugs and shakes their head.
You know, it's impossible to tell what that chicken is thinking. It just looks like a chicken.
In light of all of the new information that has come out last night, I would prefer not to be your employee.
I was just going to ask. So probably disqualifies you from being an employee if you made a horrible thing.
Wait. Shh.
And are a bad person.
Ophelia. I mean, Darmelia? I don't know what you want to be called.
I don't know either anymore.
Let's not elaborate, because he didn't specify what he knows, and he was not there with us in the memory stone. So maybe let's keep it to ourselves and, not go spilling the beans.
What beans do you know, Yellow Baton?
Unfortunately, I don't give a fuck what happened last night. You've signed the contract, so you're still on board for joining. Anything that transpired yesterday is, that's personal business, and I won't look into it too much. You guys are going to face something when the ritual happens that it's going to be quite worse, so let's not worry about that so much. How about?
Couldn't agree more.
All right.
I like the idea of a clean slate.
Let's go for that. What are our standing orders? Hors d'oeuvres? Orders?
Yellow Baton looks at you, Can, hearing that groan.
I just wanted to make my feelings clear again that I don't really want to do this.
I second with Can.
I would like you to be fully aware of my poor attitude.
This will come up on your review.
Noted. But it doesn't really matter much, does it? You signed a contract.
Yeah.
Against my will.
Nah, you signed it. You definitely signed it. Nobody forced you.
I am so small and so far away from home. What would you have done?
She has a grandma who's missing.
My signature was coerced.
At least Can still has a gran.
That we know of.
Right, I guess, yeah. Like, we kind of need to follow up on that. And we can't do that, right?
You'll be more than able to if you do not remember the contract.
Yep.
When you're not working, your time is yours. But right now, we must get to Dragonwater.
That's cool. I'm cool with that.
I wish there was a way to tell your grandma and whatever bad shit
To fuck
she's
off.
with to just join us at Dragonwater and then do like a 2-for-1 deal.
Well, you guys are like magic-y people. You could cast sending. I had the guy on my ship who could cast sending, and he could send messages over long distances.
Did we know exactly what's going on with her grandma right now? She got captured.
Doesn't matter. We
She's stuck.
could still send a message to her. I bet that chicken could do it. Do you want to send a message to Gran, Can?
I mean, sure, but my main concern was that I just didn't want to work for these people.
That's fair.
No offense. Sorry.
The Glimmer Knight kind of steps forward. Hey, I get it. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, you agree to something and you didn't necessarily mean. But unfortunately, this is the state of affairs now.
I am somewhat of a lone wolf.
That's cool. I used to kind of consider myself a lone wolf, and then I found comfort in having...
I'm just like a wild seahorse, roaming on my own.
Well, see, I don't know much about seahorses. That don't sound right, but... but, I'll take your word for it. I had one of my eldest boy, he went off on his own, and he eventually came back. He found that he didn't quite like the world outside of our manor. Then I had my youngest son.
Sounds weak.
My youngest son, he went off, and you know what? He ended up, doing his own thing for a while, but he ended up, finding a group, and I think he ended up being pretty well accepted by them, just doing stuff they didn't want to do initially, and he rose up in the ranks, and now, hell, Dirk is, he's one of the most, important people in the Runic Empire.
Just gonna quietly mic drop that.
My brother has a seahorse. just bridging the gap there between those two stories.
Wild
Because we don't know anything about a Dirk. Sounds fun.
I have business in Dragonwater that needs attending anyway.
Exactly. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I mean, I guess
Time to subservient. Let's do it.
was on my list, I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't know if anything matters, but
Listen, if it'll make you feel any better, I need somebody during the trip to keep old Ignatius calm. You good with animals?
Duh.
oh,
And then
Water type or no?
Grass type.
Ignatius, and he whistles, and the big, like, white dog comes bounding into the hallway. If you can watch him, I think that would be quite nice of you.
Does he like fish?
He loves
Not
fish.
to eat.
I mean, he'll eat them, but
No.
he's
hide biscuit.
he's pretty. You know, I'm having
have
trouble
a-
nailing down your mood here.
Hannah's on one today, and I love it.
Indignant.
My mood is grumpy, non-compliant.
Oh, fair enough. Well,
I think
I'll stay out of your way.
what Ken is saying is that they need food before we head out.
No, I don't want your dog eating my fish biscuit.
Well, Ignatius is only going to eat a fish that is prepared.
It's
for
okay.
him,
We
so.
can pick up fish biscuits on the way out, along with some more food for
right.
Ken.
Can I ride him?
Yeah, you can ride him. You got to ask. It's up to him. But
Can I ride you or whatever?
the dog like looks at you and then just kind of like hunkers down a little bit.
Give me a boost, please.
Like, puts his hands out, like cups them so you can step into like a stirrup.
I get up.
You climb on top of Ignatius,
Angrily.
and he just stands there.
We're ready.
How exactly how fluffy is Ignatius?
Extremely.
Oh,
He's like a if you could imagine a long-haired Great Pyrenees.
well, now we need an
shit.
artist
How
Awesome.
I'm picturing him.
to
I'm
paint.
picturing him like the dog from Spy Family.
Yeah, kind of like that, but like more muscular.
I'm just
Ew.
picturing a giant white fluff ball that looks really, really cute and fluffy, and then an angry can on top, and it's just a perfect picture. And it needs to be painted or something.
Just an indignant baby on top of a huge dog.
Like crossing her arms, like
I imagine Can having like tufts of hair, using them as like reins.
I'm holding the tufts and petting them for comfort, self-soothing.
oh.
Right, Dan. So you guys, it took a little bit to get up, so I sent somebody down to go collect your belongings from that ship y'all arrived on before it took off, and so yeah, we've already gone ahead and put your belongings that you left there.
Wait, they
including-
left?
Yeah, they left.
Shit.
Damn. I was going to check out more smart.
Well, I'm sure you can find some unsavory documents on board the airship. Just got to ask around, probably.
Excellent. So the cat is here then. Snowball is here?
Snowball is aboard right now. I don't think Cat really likes those heights, but it's there.
Well, he can
It's-
shut up about it.
It's curled up on top of that steam trunk.
Cats famously love heights.
Oh, well, I don't know much. I'm more of a dog man myself.
Has anyone else been on an airship among us?
Apparently, I have.
Yeah. Nez, have you been on an airship?
I have not. I'm very much looking forward to checking it out, though.
Woat's still with us, right?
Oh yeah,
Correct.
he's my boy.
We're about to see the sky, Woat.
Yeah.
Can I pet the dog with my spider legs?
Yeah.
And I can like feel through my spider
Yeah,
legs?
how does
sure
it
can,
feel?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it feels very soft. Like he's well groomed. Somebody's been taking care of his coat. He, just super soft.
So, Kavros and his ship left?
That's they left out there about an hour ago.
Did Hazen leave any word for us?
I don't know who Hazen is. I'm sorry.
We had collected refugees and left them on the boat and told them we would be back and help them.
And now they'll never trust again. But maybe that's good.
Maybe their lives will be better without us.
Maybe.
It's for the best.
You guys really woke up on the sad side of the bed this morning, I think. We need to do something to, to revitalize those spirits, I think.
Do you have any PCP?
Or board games?
Or bath salts?
Maybe a little treat would make us feel better.
Or a rumpus room?
Or a wine.
Like black tar heroin.
Or a trampoline?
I think you guys are really going to like this ship. I'll say that much.
it's good
Once we get
ship.
aboard, we can get some food in you, some board games in you, and
In you.
You know how you
Get
play
out
a
of there,
board game.
Catan.
You know, Enya, the board game.
Say what
It's a board game.
ma'am, I think you're going to be pretty pleased with the onboard imbibements. We got a full bar, and it is quite extensive.
Boars.
So, shall we go?
We shall.
Yeah, I think this,
Anything you need to grab from here, or do anything? You use a bathroom or something before we get up there?
Got to take a squeege. No,
use a bathroom.
is there any other parting wisdoms you could offer us, oh chicken wizard Vandal Ash?
Well, I would say,
Explodes.
and suddenly the four of you find yourselves in like this floating ephemeral space just instantly, and it looks like there's like a bubble sort of formed around you.
Am I on the dog?
No, not right now.
Oh.
I would say I have erected a privacy pocket here.
Gross.
I would say to trust one another, trust those that are close to you, but do not get caught up in whatever political machinations or occupational machinations are becoming embroiled in Dragonwater.
You're saying I shouldn't run for mayor?
Perhaps not. That would be quite a mayoral race. It's very extensive there. Plus, I don't think it's happening this year. I don't think this is an election year.
Joke's on you.
I actually do have a request, Vandalash, if it's okay.
Yes.
I picked up a couple recipes on our travels, and I was wondering if you had any of the ingredients so that I might make these potions.
And I hand her the recipes that I got from Flora.
Okay.
One was for a potion of long rest, and one was a recipe for Hero's Feast for One.
Heroes TV dinner.
Brought to you by Hungry Man. We're bringing it back. New year, new
Year, old
sponsors.
joke.
New year, old sponsors. We're coming back around with the Hungry Man.
Because the man is still hungry.
Save me that brownie.
I think that we can make that happen. I will find a way of getting it to you. I wouldn't be able to get all of it right now, but I could get you enough for perhaps 2 of your healing potion and 1 of that Hero's Feast for One.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's more than I could have hoped for. Thank you.
All right, so trust no one else other than us here right now with you. Is that what you're saying?
Done.
And those you've formed bonds with already?
Is Vandalash
Right.
smoking a cigarette?
Not right now. Unfortunately, she quit.
Is
Nice.
there not a reason why you pulled us in here alone with you?
Merely to impart these words, I don't want any of the Elysian Knights, no matter how friendly nor cantankerous they may seem, to overhear any advice I might give. They have not paid the toll for my advice, and they shall not receive my advice.
I was literally going to say they haven't paid my fee.
I feel the same way.
Trust yourselves, trust your familiars, trust those you have created the bonds with, but not that you cannot trust the others. Just be wary, and do not, under any circumstances, find yourself on the wrong side of the sovereign of Dragonwater.
Oh, shit.
You may want to ingratiate yourself.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Well, keep in mind that Yellow
Collective
Baton
growth.
is the daughter of the sovereign.
Even better. That chick digs me.
So
We're fucked.
take that information with how you will.
I lean forward as close as I can get to Vandalash. What about the fee? Can we trust fee?
Probably not. I don't think
I
you
tried to
should.
say it so you couldn't hear it.
I don't see a reason why you cannot trust Fee.
Really? Not one?
I
you
heard
sure, dude?
this now, right?
It's pretty quiet. You probably didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
You cannot necessarily build a suspicion on something that someone cannot control. You can be cautious with anything that might arise as far as anger or destructive qualities, but I don't think who she is dangerous to you or your party.
The ironclad legal defense. Your Honor, I don't remember that.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I said no takesies, backsies.
All right.
Vandalash, I think thank you for showing me this information, even if it's made me feel blue. And I am literally blue. So, like, literally, Fee is blue today. Like, blue hair, blue skin. That's the whole thing. But yeah, it is good to know at least where I came from, even if it was hard. So thank you very much for your help. I at least have answers, and that's something.
And then in your mind, while you're like talking, Fee, you hear Vandalash's voice. Those stones, those gems, your whole want and drive to understand them. Take them to the altar of a lock in Dragonwater.
A lock.
I cannot say more on the subject than that.
Okay.
I can. Ness monster.
A lock?
Altar of a Loch Ness
Yeah.
monster.
Altar of a lock.
All right, and then the bubble pops, and you guys feel like time was stopped in that moment where you were speaking with Vandalash, because they're still looking at you like no time has passed at all.
Well, time to go. Bye, Vandalash.
Goodbye. Thank you for assisting with the pocket dimension. I look forward to seeing what happens because of your efforts.
Thanks for your hospitality.
Let us know if you ever hear back from those other guys.
Yes, that. Well, I guess we shall see.
Bye.
Thank you.
I feel like we're doing the thing where we say goodbye and then
thank
we're
you.
walking in the same direction.
I was
excuse
going that
me.
way as well.
Pretend to look at our phones. Pretend to look at our phones and turn around.
Wait, what's a phone?
March off straight-legged really fast. All right, you guys exit the manor, and right as you step outside, you see this glowing circle on the ground. And Yellow Baton walks toward it, just doesn't even seem to like pay much more attention to it, like it's just an average thing. Steps on top of it, turns to face you, and says, "See up top then," and then disappears.
Beam me up.
I've seen this shit before, right, Nez? Let's take the elevator up. You raise me up.
Do we have to go one at a time?
Let's hold hands.
you're
Oh.
gonna have to go up one at a time. So I'll take up the rear.
You mean the
With the
rump
dog or
free?
no?
And then I hop onto the glyph.
I take a moment to sketch the glyph in my sketchbook.
Okay.
And then I also
Gotcha.
Make an intelligence check, Nez.
You got it. You got it.
You got it.
Check. That's an 18, baby.
Okay, Nez, you are, sketching it, and you're noticing some patterns with some previous runes that you have seen like this. It reminds you a little bit of some of the other teleportation runes that you've seen, except this one has a modification to it, where you're starting to understand that that's not, you don't get displaced like you would if you just hopped in a portal. This is like transportation, sort of, like from this point to this point, like a straight line. Like you will physically be present during that, despite the fact that it looks like people are just disappearing.
Gotcha. That's fun. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and go ahead and add another point to your rune lore.
Fuck yes! Hell yeah, thank you.
And then do you get on?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Fee and Can are standing there. Loom kind of says, "I'll go up right now and sort of take a lay of the land." And
Can I take the dog up?
he did say one at a time. Are you gonna go up next?
Uh-huh.
All right. And then the dog follows you, gets on right after you. Fee, you're there with Woat and Crumb and the Glimmer Knight.
All right. I guess I could go. Can I take Crumb?
Yeah, let's go, Fee. Let's do this. Let's ride this magic bridge up to the top.
All right. Yeah. I like your enthusiasm, Crumb.
Hey, why are you so glum?
Did you hear or see anything?
Yeah, I saw it all.
And you're happy?
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting, right? You got this, like, really mysterious backstory that's sort of unfolding, blooming, if you will, and just we're unraveling a lot more, and I'm just like, wow, my subordinate is really, really interesting. You did some cool shit, Fee, some cool shit.
Is genocide cool shit?
I don't know, but I do know that stabbing a queen is pretty baller.
Yeah. I think this face technically killed my brother, too. That's kind of a bummer, but...
Yeah, well, Fee, I've known you pretty well now for the past few week, and I don't think you would do something like that, I just think that you got a good head on your shoulders, so maybe focus on how you feel now and not how you felt in a place that you don't even remember feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. I guess a plus side is I don't think any of the different people there were intending for that to happen. So
plus, it doesn't matter now because it did.
Yeah, and I guess you can't change that. So
sure can't. Well, you can. We live in a world of magic where people can be revived like really easily. So I mean, it kind of takes the sting out of death. I die all the time when guilt punches me, pokes me, stabs me, and please believe I'm gonna give it back plus 10%.
Yeah.
Poke you right in your horn.
I mean, if you do ever get the opportunity, just please don't actually kill Gil, because he doesn't just pop right back like you.
I make no promises. He knows what's coming. He probably expects it. He wouldn't respect me if I didn't try.
I need to make a note to never give you a different weapon.
Also, I found this gun.
Anyway,
all right, should we go up top?
Yeah. Let's go.
What's the word for killing a queen? Because king is it regicide?
Matricide?
Regicide. Yeah,
Matricide.
Matricide is murdering a mother, isn't it?
Oh yeah. That's right. I think it would still be regicide.
Still be regicide? Okay. Regis Philbin or Reggie Watts side?
Yes.
Okay.
Regicide.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, so you get on. What you guys notice as you fly up this like spiral of light is it feels pretty pleasant. It's not a painful experience. It's like you're suddenly weightless, and the only slightly unpleasant thing is your stomach kind of feels like it drops out, just in that like weird arresting momentum sort of feeling. And then suddenly you guys are on the deck of a very, very large ship. And from this perspective, it looks mostly like a regular ship. It's, just standing on the deck in the center. You'd be hard pressed to find a difference between, a seafaring ship and an airfaring ship. But if you were to look up, you'd see these large, on top of like where the typical crow's nest is, you see these large circular arcane objects covered in runes, and they appear to be like pushing air out of them. And all along the stem of this structure, runes all the way up that go down to the ground, and some look like they go into these like little like holes, these little pockets, as if there's something below that might control these runes or at least be taking care of them. And everywhere you look, you see like people in armor walking around, all wearing like the same kind of motley. Essentially, they're like the same colors. They're all wearing shades of black and green and orange. And what's really weird about this is like those of you who have been on a ship, especially you, Gil, you would not want to wear full armor on like a seafaring ship. That would just be silly. But these people don't seem to have any issue wearing, heavy plate, ring mail, scale mail. And there's a lot of people who aren't wearing that, but you can see that the ones that are probably some sort of like, force, some sort of, that they're there for combat as opposed to like typical ship activity.
Is there like a physical difference of being on the airship? Like if you're on a regular ship, for instance, you'd feel like the sway of the ocean. Is there like something like that going on?
There is. And I like that you brought that up because Fee, you instantly feel like, oh my goodness, this is like such a natural sensation for you. Rather than like the slow rocking that you would feel on a seafaring ship, you feel like it's almost like at times you have to be careful that it's suddenly dropping as opposed to a gentle sort of sway. There's some sort of resistance type momentum on this that definitely does feel different. So that's what you would notice primarily. Like the looks can deceive, but that sensation, you are far away from the ocean, Gil.
Wow, this is weird. Do I recognize any of the markings, or like, do they have any like brands or flags or anything?
Oh yeah, there's flags everywhere, but you guys would likely not. Well, Gil, give me a history check with advantage.
That was a 16 and an 18, 19.
19. You do recognize the symbols that hang from the banners. You aren't 100% sure what they are. You can probably use context clues now, but you would have seen these on ships in the past that looked like these are like beautiful caravels, like just like these amazing pristine ships that were on the ocean. Always looked like they were backed by a ton of money. You always assumed like these are maybe some kind of royal ships or something like that. You would only see it when you would get further away from Argaria. But the primary symbol that you see is like a rhombus. So sort of like the slender diamond shape with two curling horns on the top and underneath a crown.
Oh, underneath. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look like the ship that we saw in Anoka?
You only saw that from like below.
Below, sure.
But you're pretty sure this one's bigger than that one, because this one's massive. That one was huge, but this one, like if you stare, you can like almost not see like the edge from where you're at. There's a lot of like clouds and stuff around you.
Like it almost it has a horizon of its own.
Yeah,
the
almost
deck.
from where you're at. Yeah,
Like-
it is. You're pretty sure this is larger than the library.
Okay, it almost has like the curvature of the earth kind of thing going on.
All right, who's the captain of this outfit?
Well, the Glimmer Knight says, he looks technically, Yellow Baton is the highest commanding officer on board, but there is a captain, Captain Relic. Would you like to meet the captain?
Yes, I would like to meet the captain. Mayhaps you escort me here in a moment.
Yeah, there was mention of wanting food. Does anybody want any food? I can show you to the cantina.
Yep, that would be great. And drinks, right?
Oh yeah, all in the same place. Don't you worry.
That'd be good.
All right. Well, are you want to see the captain rather than eat, or you want to eat and then see the captain?
Eat, please.
I can go see the captain separately while they go eat, but hold on a second. And then I turn to Fee. I'm like, what's your deal?
Are you for real, Gil?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gil, are you for real?
Yeah, I'm for real.
Yeah, I bet you'd see that.
I mean, I processed it a little bit with Crumb, and I feel a little bit better, but it's still not. I mean, it's not great. Like, yeah, it's just kind of hard to accept that was the truth of what happened before. That just seems kind of extreme, and it's very confusing still.
I mean, what are you worried about?
I mean, like, this isn't even my face. But this is the only face I know, and that's really confusing. Just that in itself, and then all the things kind of intermixed, like, I don't know. It's just kind of a loaded thing. It's pretty weird, and then I don't know.
Are you afraid that you have evil in your soul?
Yeah.
Or that you don't have a soul at all because you're just a copy of someone else's soul?
Thank you, Gil. Yeah, basically all that. Yeah.
That's no biggie.
Yeah, that's what I figured too, Gil. How about that? You know, I figured it out down there on the ground, though, so a lot faster.
Well, why don't you actually help her? Use that...
I did. She just said I did. Why
Yeah,
don't you, butt out?
Crumb is doing good. It just, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
hear
a-
that? Good. I'm doing good. What are you doing?
It's a lot of history to chew on, I guess, for myself, and trying to comprehend.
Well, did you know that sprites, while incredibly annoying, can tell you the truth of who you are? They can see into your heart and tell you if you are good.
Yeah, I knew that too, and that's what I was telling you earlier, Fee. And despite the extremely lowbrow explanation from this big oaf, he's got a kernel of truth, broken clocks or whatnot.
You really can do that, Crumb?
Oh yeah, I could do a lot of things if I had some money.
Don't give him money. They're famously bad with money.
Wish I was a
That's
baller.
not true either.
His kind of thing that he is. And I don't know about you. While it was scary, I kind of envy you because you have a truly clean slate. You can make your life whatever you want. Knowing what you were and what you are, you don't have to follow any rules. You don't have any of that bullshit responsibility holding you back.
And it's like Veldak always told me, the only life path that you have is the one behind you.
Who the hell is Veldak?
I love that he's mentioned Veldak like so many times.
Has he ever mentioned it to us, though?
Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right.
So that tracks.
Yeah, keep it.
Who the hell is
I failed the history check.
My surrogate father,
Oh,
He's talked about his dad like so many times.
right, your
Gil.
dad.
which I think we need to maybe have a more in-depth conversation about, because I think our histories may be intertwined.
Really?
It's weird how that
Really?
shit happens, right?
Huh.
Destiny.
Yeah, I guess.
It's child.
Interesting.
Should we do that before we get to Dragonwater?
It definitely feels like a downtime supper table discussion kind of thing.
Well, sick. You guys go talk about your intertwining destinies. Chin up, man. At least you don't have an ugly face.
Oh.
And I'll go talk to the captain, find out how this shit works.
You can never be truly sad because even when you're sad, you're still real pretty.
No one pretty's ever sad.
Yeah, you can't actually claim sadness.
But being sad and ugly is worse. That's the takeaway here.
mama.
I'm gonna go walk into traffic. All right.
I'm going to go try and find the captain.
Okay.
Well, I mean, be escorted to the captain, hopefully.
Well,
All right.
we also want to meet the captain.
Well, I'm already going this way, and
Sounds good.
Bye.
And I tail gill.
okay.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine. I'll get a drink first.
Yeah, I'm getting food.
All right, so the Glimmer Knight like looks over at this extremely eager elf. Like he looks like he's maybe in elf he would be like just past like adolescence. So he's probably just an adult. He's a kind of a scrawny guy. He's got like a very short cropped hair, like pretty much a buzz cut, and the hair that you see is like kind of a dark blue, and he looks like he's got a little bit of like
Peach fuzz.
stubble like starting to form on his chin, and he runs over. Hello, yes, yes, sir. What can I help with?
Are you the
why don't
captain? Oh. Go on.
No, this is not the captain.
Okay.
Daryl, why don't you escort these two here to the cantina? Oh yes, right away, Glimmer Knight. That's yes, absolutely. And you can see that he has like a small white collar that would match with the Glimmer Knight's like tall white collar. So you could potentially discern that he is
Intern.
in his employ. Yeah.
The Glimmer Knight's slave.
We
Yeah.
found
Got it.
the intern.
Oh, it was right this way. And he leads you two toward the cantina. So, what is your two's deal? Are you guys joining up?
Well, Daryl, I guess first things first, I'm probably going to be a problem.
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm gonna be a handful.
and I'm gonna be a downer. So
Oh, that's okay. That's not a big deal. What are your names?
I'm Can.
Hi, Can. I am Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
And you?
I'm Fee, and this is Crumb.
I'm Crumb. Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, let's get you guys some food. And if you have any questions, I just recently joined up myself, so I'm learning everything. So I'm just making assumptions here. But are you? So you guys you're joining up then, right? You guys are becoming squires.
I guess.
Yeah, you're
Did you
excited?
join against your will?
Against my will? No, I've been so excited about this ever since I was a kid. I've wanted to be, a part of the Elysian Knight Force, and now this is my ticket to doing so.
And it's our ticket to get rid of a arrest warrant. So that's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys, maybe it's all the newness and everything like that. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll get some food in you, and I bet that's gonna perk you guys right up.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't want to shit on your dream or anything, Daryl.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think you could, even if you tried. I've been wanting this for so long, but please don't try.
Good for you, kid. good for you.
Where are you from, Daryl?
I'm sorry. I can't actually hear
I
you.
said, where are you from, Daryl?
Oh, so are you familiar with the Dragonwater area?
No.
Oh, well, so outside of Dragonwater, there's a little farming village called Town, and that's where I'm from.
What do you farm?
Cotton. It's we have tons of cotton fields.
I'm familiar.
Okay. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got the hookups for some wool and cotton because we also have sheep. And if you like textiles and clothing, I'm your guy.
I very much do like textiles.
Ooh, a fellow cottonhead. Let's we can talk shop while we eat because I'm starving. Actually, it's been a while. I've been sitting here waiting for the Elysian Knights to come back for a while. So this is very exciting.
Cottonhead and nudie
berries
muggins.
and toast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do you have berries and toast?
Yeah, almost definitely, probably some sort of berry. Definitely toast, though.
Is this like a make-to-order thing or like a buffet style? Or
Well, right now, since it's late morning, it looks like we'd probably be starting lunch. So that would probably be a special order for the chef. But I'm sure they can make that work, especially if you're a new recruit. I mean, we eat well on this ship. I don't know if you like food as much as I do, and he's like super scrawny and like doesn't look like he's ever had a good meal. But yeah, like it's really good food here.
What about drinks?
Drinks? I don't drink, but I haven't heard any complaints about the drinks.
Are you allowed to eat and drink?
Me, I could if I wanted to. Yeah. I eat all the time. I don't drink just because I never tried it. So it just. I just never really had the taste for it. Okay, so I'm lying. I have had it one time. I took a sip of my dad's ale like 6 years ago, I think. And, I didn't like it. It almost made me puke.
Yeah, no. You probably shouldn't step right into ale. I mean, there's like other stuff.
Yeah,
you don't step in it, you drink it. I don't ever, imbibe. I mostly just I smoke. That's pretty much it.
oh,
Really?
tobacco.
What up, Daryl?
No, other stuff.
Oh,
Wait, what's other stuff?
yeah.
He looks around conspiratorially. So how much do you guys like to eat?
So much.
Do you want to make that better?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Daryl, making friends. I knew this would pay off for me. Okay, we're going to take a quick detour, if that's all right.
I have a pipe.
Well, perfect. You're meeting me halfway. Let's go to my room.
Okay.
Oh God!
All right, and now we will switch to the other two.
What is a sad fee on weed like? I like that
always roll
Vanilla Ash
insight.
was like, trust no one, and then you were like, let's go get high with this strange man.
Well, this is also my year of yes, so.
Yeah. I've got Crumb. Crumb will maybe protect us.
I'm going to ask questions before I do it.
Is this vegan?
It's made of cow.
It's the weirdest weed ever.
I'm gonna assume you haven't smoked calf tongue before. So, Gil and Nez, you notice that in addition to them leaving, you notice that Woat and Loom stuck with you two.
How is whoa?
What?
Let me ask him, or let Nez ask him. How is Woat doing? Like, does he look like he's like overwhelmed?
He's been like non-verbal since he arrived. He's just been like staring wide-eyed, looking around, shielding his eyes a bit, like all of his eyes with his hand.
He hung out but with Daryl before any of us.
But he's just like floored by this. This is amazing to him. He's like quivering with excitement.
What do you think, man?
It's oh boy, it's I don't even know what to think. Does it just go on forever?
I think so. This is honestly the highest I've ever been, other than exploding.
Woke too.
Oh man, this is just it's you know, I
Nez,
thought
can't you
maybe
fly?
I'd be
You're like a dragon guy, right?
No flying on this end.
Oh, lame. Well, I guess we did ride Can as a big bird, but I don't know if Can flew that high. This is cool, though. I like it. Do you
I
like
thought
it,
I'd
Wout?
be more scared,
Yeah, it feels.
but I'm not.
You get like used to it for some reason. I bet it'd be weirder if we went to the edge over there.
Oh, can we?
If you push Woad off the ship, I will fucking kill you.
Yeah, let's go check it out real quick. Yeah, let's look over there.
All right, you guys go to the edge and give me a perception check.
Living on the edge.
I'm on the edge of glory.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, Gil, yeah, you've never been this high up in the air before. Not even with exploding, not even riding can. You can see the entirety of the island that you guys were on, and it looks about the size of your thumb.
Whoa,
you are
mama.
so high up in the air. You can see ships, like some of them. Some of the larger ships are just small little dots. Others so hard to see. If you look further out, like far to your left, you can actually see the library, setting off. It's for new adventures. And Wout is like leaning up against it, and he's still just like quivering with excitement.
Oh, man. Whoa. I have never seen anything like this ever.
This is so high. I'm overwhelmed at the height at which we are.
Yeah, do you have a fear of heights?
No. I lived on mountains, man. I'm going to spit off the side of this, just for shits and giggles, and then I huck a loogie out over the as far as I can, like out into the sky,
Just
All
for
right, give me an
spits and
athletics
spittles.
I think this might be the first time I've ever had somebody do an athletics for spitting a loogie.
Right.
23.
Please. Oh, it'd
Man,
be fun
that
if
thing
it went back in your
sails.
face.
I'm going to
you just
actually.
got a bunch of good phlegm.
I'm gonna back up like 10 feet, and then I'm gonna run and like push my chest against the banister, and then huck a loogie out. So I'm gonna
Just-
really fire that fucker out into the clouds.
It flies.
Hell yeah!
Whoa.
That's going
I
to
wish I
ruin
could do
someone's
that.
day down there.
Wow,
This is
what a
so
beautiful
cool.
day.
It just goes right through their head.
Look at the sky, mummy. Mommy.
Jesus. I've been Simon Birched again.
That blasted Simon Birch, he must be stopped.
He's a menace. So yeah, this loogie just flies and like disappears, like bing, like anime style.
This is so red. All right,
Yeah,
we must.
I'm so glad I hitched a ride with you guys. Oh, man. You were not lying. The sky is so cool.
This is just the beginning of our adventures, Walt. But we must
well.
find the captain. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, there you are.
I'm just looking around at the glyphs on all the masts and shit like that.
You should try to spit off of this thing.
I find spitting to be disrespectful and
Do your frost
unsanitary.
breath off of this thing.
I'd rather not muster up the energy just to waste it on something as arbitrary and menial as that.
Well, if you want mustard, you should have went with them to get food.
I look around for the person that's supposed to be showing us to the captain.
The Glimmer Knight's just standing there. Yeah, it's pretty impressive your first time, right?
It's magnificent.
Well, shall we?
Lead the way.
All right, and he leads you guys along the deck. You guys walk for 5 minutes, and then you get to this very grand staircase. It looks like it's made of both metal, and if you would like, you can give me a nature check if you're interested in the material components of this.
It was bad.
Ooh, mine was good. 23.
So yeah, you can tell that this is made of petrified wood with rivulets of brass and copper ringing up the banisters of it.
Sick. Does it look like the Titanic?
It looks better than the Titanic.
Fuck yeah. Suck it, James Cameron.
Luna was letting him
And so you
win.
guys climb the stairs and are led to this large glass dome.
Ooh.
It's opaque glass, but you're confident it's glass. And the Glimmer Knight goes up to the outside and just raps a couple of times on the outside, and a door opens up.
Like in the glass?
Yeah, just a door in the glass opens up, this dome of glass.
Like a doorway or a door actually like
A doorway, opens up.
Interesting.
I'm going to take note of how they knocked on the glass, like how many raps it was, and
It was 2 wraps on the outside of the glass.
okay.
And then as you guys enter, you see more of this polished, petrified wood coming up into like sections, and you can see that there are a few. Right now, it looks like there's 5 other people in this bubble of glass, and this appears to be. It would be probably a foreign concept to most of you. This is like some sort of command center almost. You can see that one person on the far end is like using their finger in the air to highlight different sections that are like magically produced, like a little menu, and they look like they're reading off certain aspects, like data sets, and just going through them very meticulously. And in the center, not the center, center and front, right in front of the dome, looking out over everything, is this giant wheel. That you'd be familiar with the concept, obviously, but this is like, especially for you, Gil, this is the largest one you've ever seen. It's 12 foot in circumference. It is massive, and you can see that there's a slat in the petrified wood floor that allows it to pass so that it doesn't hit the actual floor.
Tight.
But it is huge, and there is a small man right in front of it with his hands behind his back, just staring out at the landscape, the horizon beyond.
So you can see out of the glass.
You can see out, you just can't see in.
Cool.
And one might say the wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Nope. You wouldn't say that. Nobody said that to me.
Stop turning it! Oh my God! Stabilize!
It just flips it upside down.
Anywhere. We're going in circles.
I knew we should have made it an audible command.
What?
And yeah, the Glimmer Knight says, right there's the captain if you want to go say hey.
Wow, this is weird.
Yeah, this is how we do it in Dragonwater. Elysian Night, brand stuff. We have access to quite a bit that might surprise you.
What are those guys doing with their hands?
Well, I don't know exactly what they're doing. From what I understand, they're checking different arcane levels in the ship. They're making sure certain things are running smoothly, more properly. And I think something to do with wind resistance. It's a bit above my understanding, but I just trust that they know what they're doing.
Cool. Well, do you want to hang around, or do you want to meet up later?
I'll be right here.
Cool. I'll be right back.
And he like stands to the right, and it seems like he's just intently watching the captain.
I'm gonna make my way up to the small gentleman.
Okay, you see what you're confident is a gnome, and he's got like pretty big ears, even for by gnome standard. He's got short, kind of spiky gray hair, and a single like patch beard that comes kind of like King Tut's tomb that comes down, and it's braided, and he's got like tanned, leathery looking skin and a scowl on his face as he's looking out there with his hands behind his back. And as you approach, he just kind of looks at you. Yeah.
Hi, Captain. From
Nez mimes the salute.
From captain to captain. My name is Gildebrand Molani. This is my first mate, Nezrah Kaziel, and our ward, Mr. Woat, Spider Boy. And Loom. That guy's Loom. He keeps to
Loom
himself.
just nods, but Loom is looking around at the interior. He seems to be way more interested in the interior than the exterior.
He's just looming.
All right then, welcome aboard my ship. Shit, that's the wrong voice. 1 sec. Right then, welcome aboard my ship. I expect that you'll be minding your P's and Q's and all the other letters.
Yeah, probably whatever those are. What is your name, sir?
My name is Ferd. Captain Ferd.
Nice to meet you, Ferd. And I'm gonna reach my hand out.
Captain Ferd.
Nice to meet you, Captain Ferd. I tickle his hand a little bit with my middle finger.
You notice that he just like very lightly puts his hand out.
Ferd the turd.
Right. So, what can I do for you?
This is our first time on a vessel of this type. We're used to aquatic vehicles. And we were curious, like, how the fuck this shit works.
Well, if I'm being honest, I don't know if it's going to make sense to you.
Oh, okay.
Seeing as you're from an inferior vessel.
Well, try me. I mean, my associate here is an expert on runic lore and is quite the mage.
I throw up another salute.
And I'm something of a mage myself. I don't know if you've heard of the Devil of the Deep, but he's gotten into all sorts of magical...
hijinks.
Thank you, hijinks.
He's just going to stare at you for a second, and I'm going to roll.
Yeah, I'm going to roll out too.
And he just like looks back. Right then. Well, if you need anything, you just talk to the steward.
Which one's steward?
Yeah, point me in the right direction.
He like sighs, and he points to one of the guys who's sitting at one of the like little magical consoles. You can talk to him. He'll help you or whatever. And is there anything else I can do for you?
Sweet, bye. Nice to meet you. And I turn and go towards the steward.
It's an honor to meet you, Captain.
You walk over to the steward. He looks up. Yes. How can I help you today?
Oh wow, you're an easily spooked little guy, huh?
No,
These guys
I'm just, and he like kind of looks over your like past you to make sure the captain doesn't need anything, and then he looks back at you. No, I'm ready and raring to help. That's all.
Steady on, guy. It's okay. It's going to be okay.
Do you need anything?
We're new here. We just talked to your captain. Kind of a stodgy guy, huh?
He's got a big job to do. He needs, full concentration. That's what it takes to be the best.
Not from my experience.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm a captain myself. My name is Gildebrand Molani. This is my first mate, Nezrah Kaziel, and our ward Woat, Spider Boy extraordinaire. And that guy over there is Loom.
Loom isn't even listening at this point. He's sidled up behind one of the other guys, and he's just like looking over his shoulder very intently.
We were wondering how any of this shit works. You seem like the guy that knows things.
Yes. So, what specifically? There's a lot that goes into this, and he looks past you again and makes sure the captain doesn't need anything.
For a second, I look unsure of what to say, and then how do you make it go up? It's very up compared to most ships I've been on.
Oh, yeah. Well, so there's a team of magic users who are constantly pouring energy and magic into the runes down at the base of the craft, and that keeps it aloft. The runes themselves are what tells the ship to stay aloft. But there's also backup runes just in case those ones are damaged or for some other reason fail, and there's even fail safes in case the staff is compromised. So if, say, somebody was stupid enough to try to, infiltrate the ship and try to do some damage, well then, and if they were somehow successful, they're still a backup.
So you're saying it requires magic-y people to make it a flying ship. Without the magic-y people, it would not stay aloft.
No, that's part of the backup. The backup is maybe you saw those large turbines at the top when you arrived on deck.
The big spinny thing.
Yes. So those are the backup, just in case. Then it can go manual, but manual will drain a lot of the ship's actual magic itself. So we try not to do that unless it's an emergency.
This guy's
a large reservoir.
Spilling all the beans on how to take the ship down.
Would it be possible, theoretically, just spitballing here, to adorn a basic vessel made for water with magic-y runes that make it also go up. So it could be like a sea-to air ship situation.
Yes, that's actually pretty common. It's a lot of older vessels are retrofit with that capacity once they're decommissioned, and because you don't really need so much. You don't need to worry about buoyancy, and you don't really need to worry about old holes. Because in this instance, that would just lift the ship up, and so you don't have to worry about sinking.
Do you have to worry about anything like air barnacles?
No air barnacles, but there is a lot of wear and tear, from traveling through the air so frequently. So, oftentimes, usually at any port, any of the specific magic users whose job it is, they will cast protections on the hull of the ship.
Fascinating.
Okay. Do you ever have a shift change where you're no longer doing this, where we can pick your brain some more and enjoy some drinks or something?
He looks past you. So next week I have 4 hours off.
All right. We will pencil you in, maybe, if you're up for it.
Yeah. I always love meeting new people, especially when I'm not currently working.
What does that... Sorry, Nez, you looked like you wanted to say something.
It was a throwaway joke.
Oh. Well, keep it to yourself next time. No. What exactly does the big wheel do? Like on a normal ship, I mean, obviously steering it around and shit, but what do you, how does that work? Why is it so big?
So the size of the ship requires a lot of extra force in order to steer it. And most of the time it is steered magically. So we don't have to worry too much about that. The captain decides where we go, and the crew decides how best to implement that using their magic. But the size of the wheel is in case it does have to go into manual mode, and then because the ship is so large, it is a magically enhanced wheel that basically allows you to turn it like a normal wheel while still controlling the ship, because it is there's a lot of parts.
How do you know where to go?
The captain knows where to go. Some ships have navigators, but the captain has all the routes mapped out. He's traveled everywhere. He's the best.
I've been everywhere, man.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your help, Mr. What was your name?
Stuart.
I didn't give you my name. You can just call me the Steward, though.
Well, I was opening it up for you to provide me your name. I greeted you to all of us. I gave us a spiel and everything.
That's okay.
How will I know how to contact you again?
I'm the Steward. I'm the only one aboard.
So your name is Stuart. Got it.
No, that's my title.
Nice to meet you, Stuart. I'll see you later.
Okay.
And then I turned to Nez. I have a new side quest for us and me, thanks.
You hear page flipping for me to get to a new page that I can enter another side quest in.
You might want to dog ear this one because it's important. In fact, it might...
Never dog ear pages. That's disrespectful and it degrades the value of the book.
Well, I dog ear everything.
Stop it. Stop.
Okay, well, how will I find it in your book if I don't dog ear it?
You don't. It's my book, and you don't.
Here is the thing. You seem very interested in runes.
Oh, yes.
And I don't give a shit about the runes. But...
that makes sense.
A flying ship would be a nice little feature to have on the ship. I think...
I'll do some reconnaissance.
Since we're going to steal back my ship anyway, we might as well work together and make it a hybrid ship. That way we can more efficiently fuck away if need be. I feel like this supersedes all other tasks at hand, and we should work on this immediately.
So you're not stealing this ship?
Who said that?
Aye, Captain.
And I'm gonna march back outside of the dome and start trying to copy the runes that I see on the masts and make a ledger of them. As I do so, you hear Loom say, "This guy's playing Galaga. He thought nobody would notice, but we did."
All right. Well, we will switch back to Fee and Can. You guys arrive at a little cabin, and Daryl opens the door.
His name is Daryl.
And beckons you in. Yeah, come on in.
Be at your beck and call.
Okay, can the dog come in too?
Yeah, you see Ignatius is there like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. That's Ignatius, the Glimmer Knight's dog.
I know.
Is that going to be your role? Are you going to be the kennel master for the Glimmer Knight?
Oh, that's a roll.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Can you help me back on top of him though?
Sure. And he like leans down and he does the foot thing, like the holster
My
thing.
arms are up in the air. I misread.
Okay. And he like picks you up around the waist and sets you on top of Ignatius.
Thank you.
And I don't want this to be rude, but what are you? He like looks at your spider legs.
I mean, that was
Can.
kind of rude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is a skull cap, so that's not part of me.
Okay, excellent. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. And then the legs are new.
Oh, so is it like an enchantment?
They're spider,
Oh,
real spider. Feel 'em.
so they work and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Can you like climb walls?
Oh, yes.
Then how come you ride the dog?
Why wouldn't I?
That's an excellent point. I cannot see a reason why you wouldn't. He is very fluffy.
And then the rest of me is halfling.
I see. Okay, well, and he like leads you into the cabin and you see like there's a cot. It's very neat in here. And there's a large like armoire on one wall, and he like kind of looks over his shoulder a little bit. Maybe close the door.
Is this not allowed?
It's not that it's not allowed. It's just that I don't want people to know what I have.
Say no more.
I kick the door closed with one of my spider legs.
Then he opens up the armoire and suddenly you guys see the armoire doors open and these shelves like spring out on all sides and at like a kind of a downward angle, and you guys just see rows upon rows of different like cubes of what looks to be like they're herbs that were smashed into cubes, and there's a bunch of different colors, multicolored ones, like just a whole bunch of stuff. And then in the center, hanging from hooks like you'd see like tools in a shed, are all of these different pipes, different sizes, all sorts of stuff. So let's get you guys acclimated to
This one's
guys,
called Anoka Kush.
acclimated to the ship. How about? And he's like, are you guys more mellow? Do you guys want something that'll lift your spirits? Something that'll put you down for a while, and a nice good feeling? What do you like?
Well, I'm feeling pretty shit right now, so I need an upper.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with Can.
Excellent. All right. So, and he kind of gets on his tiptoes to the top shelf, and he is like feeling around, and he grabs the largest cube of them all that you've seen. This one is like blue and purple.
It's the
All right,
Allspark.
It's the Tesseract.
You ever
and then
eat
he
a
just
Tesseract?
pinches off a piece of it. He said, "Do you want to use your pipe, or you want to use one of mine?"
I prefer my own, thank you.
Okay.
germs and whatnot.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. I can do the honors and at least pack it for you.
Okay.
And you hand him your pipe, and he sprinkles just a little bit in, and then you watch he puts his thumb down and pats it down a little bit. Okay, here you go. And
now what is this gonna do exactly?
this is gonna make you feel great. It's gonna be mellow, but you're just gonna feel like everything is all right.
But I'll still have like my bearings about me.
Yeah, I would test it first. With the first puff, make sure that it's not going to be too intense for you to continue. But hey,
Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
And actually, I think maybe we let Daryl go first.
13.
13. Yeah, he seems genuine. He's a genuine plug. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah,
Do you want to use one of my pipes, or are you going to share with Can?
Can I share with you? Is that okay?
Yeah, I trust your germs.
Thank you.
All right. And he puts his finger in the air and he looks at all the array of different pipes and he chooses one. And this one's like, it looks like a ship. It's got a long Gandalf stem on it. And he takes about the same amount that he gave to you, Can, and he stamps his thumb down, and then from the tip of his finger, a little flame appears, and he sticks it into the well of the pipe, and he. All right.
Okay, not to be outdone by that fun party trick. Can I do druid craft to make a little flame?
Yeah.
Oh.
For mine.
Can't rip without cantrips.
Okay, I do so.
All right. So you do, and then give me a Constitution save.
What is
and
this?
You could have a +5 to it because you semi-regularly smoke things, at least.
27.
27. Yeah, you.
Oh, that was a natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, nice. So, yeah, this makes sense to you. You take a draft of it, and yeah, almost immediately, like within 30 seconds, you already start to feel a little tingly. You start to feel like your muscles feel nice. Some of the worries and frustrations are starting to ebb. Yeah, it's pretty good. You feel good.
All right.
All right, Fee, you trying it?
Yeah, I'll jump in here.
What's Crumb
All right.
doing?
Yeah,
Crumb is waiting patiently in the rotation.
Crumb, can you do this too?
He's already rolling his own joint.
If I had some money.
You have set that with the money. Wait, what?
I'll
do you
give
do
him
with
some money. Do you just want like a couple of gold to hold?
Nah, that's all right. I just, I can do it. I'm not afraid or anything. I'll wait for you. You go first, Fee, then you be the poison detector.
Okay. With the money thing though, I mean, I could kind of buy stuff that you need if you need something, Crumb. I don't know how much currency
just
you
forget
have.
I even said it. It's just a thing. It's like a catchphrase I'm working on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like it if you
catchphrase.
give me money. Okay, I like it. Fun. Okay. Well, let me try this here. Poison test.
Give me a Constitution save, Fee.
Okay.
And has Fee ever smoked anything at all?
Not that she can remember.
Yes.
Villages to the
before,
ground.
Just kind
roasted.
of, but it's more like social, which she hasn't really been social for a while.
So you won't have any advantage or disadvantage or anything. You'll just straight roll.
Okay.
Of Constitution.
Well, that was 24.
Oh yeah, you do about as well as Can does. You feels pretty good and natural, and you start to feel real calm and a lot better. Your worries are starting to fade away.
Ken, things might be okay.
What changes about your appearance?
So leaving the blue behind, it'll actually be like a slow fizzle. She'll actually, her hair will start to turn from blue to this bright green, almost like a grass shade of green, but then there'll maybe be little tinges of highlights of blue just hanging on still. And then There's just like flowers that are entwined in her hair and kind of floating around her. And then, like brown dress. Her dress is all brown. Her skin's kind of like a little gold almost, like gold shimmer. Very earthy. Mm-hmm.
And then Crumb like looks over.
Can you hold it for me?
I sure can, Crumb. Here you go, buddy.
All right.
He like
that's real good. That's some good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's
good.
real good.
You want to hang out on my
good.
shoulder, Crumb?
You know, I kind of would like to do that right now. I think that'd be a good idea. It seems very sturdy. For some reason, the wings just seem a little too much right now, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Got shoulder lock.
I'm feeling real heavy.
And then you notice that Daryl has taken quite a few more hits from it, and his body like relaxes as well. So like you're an Eladrin then, huh?
Sure am. And I'll take another hit too.
All right, give me another Constitution save.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
14.
I really. How much?
14.
Okay, you're starting to feel real good, Fee, and like your motion is, like when you move, it feels like you're. It's a little slower. You're pretty sure that you're moving normal speed, but it just feels slower.
Gotcha. Yep. This is perfect with the flowers. Yeah. This was a great idea, Daryl and Can. How you doing, Can?
I'm good.
Oh, good.
But wait. Are we in the water or are we in the air?
We're in the air.
Wow. Yeah.
We're flying.
That's
so
very
fun.
weird.
Is this chicken or fish that I'm
wait.
having?
Do you ever think about what if there were ships underground?
Oh, wow.
Underground?
Because we've made it to water, we've made it to sky.
Yeah. But like what's lower?
What
Yeah.
about subterranean though?
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I haven't ever thought of that. That's cool. We should make one.
Yeah. Crumb?
We could start an
have you seen
empire.
A what?
An empire.
Oh, I thought you said vampire.
No, I mean like business tycoons.
Oh,
Typhoons.
yeah. We gotta find a guy that can you make something like that?
Definitely, yes.
Make a vampire.
Yes. Wait, hold on. Make a vampire or an empire?
Either's gonna be cool, right?
Yeah, sure.
Have you hung out with vampires before?
I have not.
They're
I would,
a little
I would be
aggressive.
interested to talk to a vampire though. I think that would be really cool.
They do have stories, but they're kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, should we get food?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Shoot. Yeah, we should definitely get some food. Crumb is passed out on your shoulder, by the way.
I'll poke his belly to make sure he's alive.
Wait, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I start like fluffing up the dog fur in front of me to make like a little nest.
Put him in here.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. He's going to feel so
He'll
cozy.
be so happy. Okay. I'll pick him up and put him there.
And then I take 2 little tufts of fur and I tie them around his waist.
And I'll take one of my flowers, I'll pluck it out of the air and tuck it behind his ear.
Oh, man, that is a cozy looking sprite.
Perfect.
I wish that was me right now.
Me too.
I imagine us all just hovering around.
For like way too long.
And he's just sprawled.
Hey, Can.
All right. So if you guys want to follow me, we can go to the cantina.
Wait, Can?
Wait, we weren't already
Hey,
moving?
What?
Can. If
What?
I'm ever small one day, can you make me a nest and put a flower behind my ear?
Definitely.
Oh, thank you.
But please leave me a note on what kind of materials you want your nest made out of.
I gotta make a list
Yeah,
for
you don't want the
if
wrong
I'm
material.
small.
Because there are lots of nests out there.
What would you do
Yeah,
if you're
like
small?
bird nests.
Bird nests, yeah.
And like,
Other ones, too.
yeah, other ones. The other nests.
So if I was small, I'd probably like hang out like in a garden. That'd be kind of fun. Like slide down
Oh, yeah,
leaves.
that'd be way fun. You know, I think I'd like to figure out how to like just like float in the air on a cloud. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Ken? What would you do if you're small?
I already am.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are
you are.
small. What if you were
And
even smaller?
I'd probably do a lot of the same stuff, just with like different clothes.
What if you ate a grape and it was like as big as you?
I feel like that would save me money.
That'd be
would
very economical.
Awesome.
Right.
Crumb, what would you do? Oh, never mind.
All right, so right this way.
Yeah,
and he
food.
like and you guys are just like slowly trotting down the hallway. Your eyes are red and glassy. And he like if you were trying to pay attention, you were not going to remember how to get here from his room. But eventually you guys end up in everybody give me another constitution save.
Okay.
Everybody, or just them?
I just
Just
thought of a
Okay,
fun.
sorry. No, you're okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I thought of a fun high detail for Fee too. So she's in joy season right now, but if you look really closely at her her flowers, in the middle of them is a tiny little face with closed eyes. And that's the difference. Oh,
What'd you give for your constitution?
10.
5.
All right,
Ooh.
you guys are high.
Yeah.
So what you see when you enter this cantina is this like it sort of reminds you of the library's cantina because it's like cavernous, but this one is like, how do I describe this? You guys are at an upper level as you walk in and you look down into this recessed space, and there's a bunch of like beer hall style tables, super long tables, like, you know, fucking the Great Hall of Hogwarts. But it's very bright in here, and everything seems to be, you would recognize this immediately. Everything seems to be like made out of polished, petrified wood. And you can see there's like one single kitchen area, but it's huge in the back. And you can see people coming through with like trays to like pick stuff off of these plates that are right in front of the kitchen area. And it looks like they're like, when they finish something, they set it out and like put it in the specific spot. So here we are. Here's the cantina. Fortunately, I don't feel like I can take stairs right now, but there's a pad right over there. And he points to like this glowing circle, you know, for, you know, if you're too high to take the stairs. That's what I think it's primarily there for. Shall we take that?
Okay.
And best part is we don't have to even do it one at a time.
That's good,
We
because
can
I'm
hold
not getting
hands.
off this dog ever.
Excellent. And he leads you over and you guys are on the lower level. All right. So here's a tip, Can. You said you wanted berries and toast. If you don't see berries and toast in the line, you go to the far end. You see that lady right there? There's a
Yeah.
woman just like standing there, arms behind her back. She's wearing like a military chef costume. And she just looks to be like looking out at everything, just perceiving it. If you don't find it here, go talk to her and she'll place the special order. You don't have to worry about payment, because if you're on the ship, it's already like all part of your like room and board and stuff.
But do they like take it out of my paycheck?
No, I don't think so. I haven't
Wait,
noticed.
do I get a paycheck?
I mean, if depending on where you're at, yeah, you absolutely get a paycheck. You get like a stipend, and that's pretty sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you guys know, are you going to be in like the Glimmer Knights his company? Are you going to be in like the Ash Knights or one of the other knights? Do you guys know yet? No hints.
No, but I wasn't really paying attention.
I mean, we're all already kind of knights, right? Like, we're just being another kind of knight.
Yeah, depending. I mean, you're kind of a knight in whatever you're good at, right?
Yeah.
Just even if you don't like carry a weapon or get officially knighted, you know, you could be a knight in your heart.
Accidentally made something that hurt tons of people. Doesn't matter.
No.
All right, and you guys enter the line, and guess what, Can? They have berries and toast.
Whoa.
They also have peaches and toast.
Oh. One of
R.I.P.
each, please.
Rest in peach.
And you guys set about to eating your meals. Back to Gil and Nez.
Oh, shit.
We were just conspiring about how to convert a ship into an airship as well as a regular ship.
Just diligently scribbling down these glyphs and trying to make notes and alphabetize it and all that good stuff.
And the Glimmer Knight eventually approaches you, Gil. You talk to the captain. Sorry, I waited back. He's a bit prickly for my taste, and me and him don't get along much. I try to get along with everybody, but there's some people just they don't want to get along with nobody, I don't think, and I think the captain's one of them. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess it depends on how you look at it. He is, to my knowledge, the best captain ever, I guess, if you hear people talk about him.
Well,
I mean,
what makes him so cool at it?
I don't know. He's a war hero. He's never had a ship go down under his command. I think primarily I just trust that they put him in this position because this is probably the most important airship in the entire fleet. I mean, this is technically the Yulyak's ship. And the only reason we're on it right now is because Yellow Baton's here. Normally, we got a different one, but some of the other knights took it to go deal with some... Well, I guess they've probably been dealing with something you guys ran into, huh? So you probably already seen that.
Yup.
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry. I ain't worried about that. I ain't going to say anything.
So... we checked out the vibe of some of you guys, and I was thinking that you probably seemed like the best option for us as far as like who we could squire for. Like, you seem to fit our groove better than Yellow Baton or somebody else. Would that fancy you?
I appreciate that, you guys seem like you pretty good natured folk. It all comes down to when you're testing, where it's gonna be more than just the knights, the Elysian knights that decide where you go. Obviously, there's gonna be some, if there's a clear front runner, you can absolutely, end up on the team that you think you want to be on, and which if Elysian Knight shows you favor. But there's a little hitch in that I only have 2 spaces available on my team right now, so I wouldn't be able to take all 4 of you on. And
Perfect, we'll take it. Thanks, bye.
Well, it's a little, and it won't be decided till we get to Dragonwater.
It's all up to the sorting hat.
What could you tell us about these tests? I am famously good at the tests.
Well, I'd imagine you probably are if you're, the decisive sort, like a captain is wont to be. But really, and this is going to sound like I'm, pulling your chain, but I can't tell you because that would be considered a little bit of cheating. So you just have to trust. It's not going to be anything that's going to hurt you. Too bad, anyway. And it's more of it's both internal and external. I will say that much.
They're doing stuff to our butts.
No, not that kind of internal. More of a summation of your skills and your abilities and who you are on the inside, as well as what you can do.
Oh.
They're gonna see what our insides look like. More like a test of our metal instead of our actual insides.
Well, I don't know how I quite feel about that part, but we should be able to impress. I think you'll find that we would be the best recruits you've ever seen. Right, Nez?
Well,
I think we're a very skilled crew, in my opinion, and our abilities vary drastically.
I have a feeling you guys are going to be fighting over us. So,
well, I like that confidence, Gil. I really do. And I hope that's the case. There's nothing worse than, I see it sometimes. You got somebody passes the tests anyway, and there's, nobody wants them for whatever reason. And
that'd suck to be one of those guys.
Yeah, it really would be. But usually it would do a pretty good job of not making it too obvious, and somebody, steps up to the challenge and takes them on.
How long out are we from Dragonwater?
We're about a week.
Jesus.
By flight.
Okay. So
We're gonna have to. Well, if it was a direct path, it would be, a lot faster, probably 2 days. But we're gonna have to stop a couple of times just to recharge.
We're not making it to Dragonwater until episode 200.
Something's gonna happen along the way.
Let's see what them Duke boys get themselves into this week.
Well, I suppose we ought to get comfy.
Yeah, if you want, I can show you the cantina.
Sure, yeah, let's go there. I'm sure Fee and Ken have been there for hours by now.
All right, well, I'll lead the way. You guys follow me, and if there's anything you want to know about this ship or anything, in the meantime, as much as I can tell you, some of that stuff is way above my head, like I said, but I can tell you about the general idea and stuff.
General idea. Can I surmise whether or not I've at least crudely sketched all of the variations of the glyphs that I've seen on the masts?
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I won't make you roll for that. You've
okay.
spent some time doing it.
Sweet. Okay.
And you already do a lot of sketching, and you're familiar with it, so it wouldn't be hard.
Sweet. All right. Otherwise, I was gonna say, yeah, I'll stay behind and finish that up, but yeah, lead the way.
All right, and he leads you guys to the cantina. And
on the way there, Nez smells a skunk.
Yeah, when you guys arrive, he gets you to the entrance, and he's like, well, I got some stuff I got to take care of, but here's a cantina. Somebody will come find you a little bit later, let you know where your quarters are. And just if you feel like it, take the lay of the land, get your air legs in, and I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Humphrey. It's been great so far, and I hold out my hand.
He clasps your hand and gives it a solid pump.
Looking forward to our future partnership.
And then Loom, and then Woat, who's still staring up at everything. And then he, takes his leave. And as you guys enter on this balcony, and you look down, and you can see there's a table with Can, Fee, Daryl, and Ignatius. And then you don't really see Crumb. You're not sure where Crumb's at.
He is sunk low.
I'll make my way down.
All right, you guys arrive at the table with the others, and you guys notice. Give me insight checks. You would have yours at advantage, Gil.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, he's seen a higher.
Yours might be at disadvantage, Nez, depending on how you want to play your character.
He's got a lot of juice.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah, that's
funny because I got a natural 20 with Loom as well.
So if I do at disadvantage, I got a 13.
Okay.
If I don't do at a disadvantage, I got a nat 20.
I'll let you choose. Or if you
13.
How you want to play it. 13.
Yeah, because Nez doesn't know what the fuck is up.
So Nez, yeah, you think something's off. They seem like
naive Nez.
Maybe they might be sick or something.
You guys, we just saw the inner chamber of the ship, and there's this huge wheel, and we're going to make our own airship. Are you high?
Damn right. There's a big wheel, and it's spinning us all around all the time.
You're definitely high.
Well, we're all very high up, and I think the elevation has the thinner the air, the higher up you get. And I think it's
No, we smoked something.
and I think it's affected their cognizance.
Yeah, they definitely seem really high up in the air, and that's true. So you guys are
how's
getting
it going?
cozy
I'm
here. Huh?
Daryl.
What?
I'm Daryl.
Yeah, hi.
He's Daryl.
I think we.
He said he's
crossed
Daryl.
paths.
He's Daryl.
Yeah.
I'm one of the squires for the Glimmer Knight.
Oh.
I hand Nez a slimy piece of peach.
Here.
Thank you.
He slurps it up.
That wasn't a tainted peach, was it, Can? Because I need Nez's wits about it.
No, it's okay. It was a canned peach.
Do you dare me to eat one of these flowers?
No.
You mean those
I don't know.
Do it.
sticking
Dare.
out of
I
you?
don't know what happened.
Is that part of your
Dare.
skin?
I don't participate in dares, but if you want to do it, I mean,
Does anything happen?
When you eat
You
your
do
own
participate in dares because you're
Her skin. It's
Daryl.
like flowers floating around her.
Well, where
but
Sorry, I
do they
can't hear
come
you.
from?
I guess I
I
don't
said
know.
you do participate in dares because you're Daryl.
Daryl.
nice.
Wow,
Yeah,
there are
I
a
do.
lot of puns flying around.
Yeah.
Everything I do is a dare, technically.
Yeah.
And Daryl is just are already short, so
It's just a
That's-
bunch of ill dares.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's Daryl short for?
Darrylinder.
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 Wow.
Darylindrical.
Wow.
Yep.
Holy shit, you guys are stoned.
Did I change? Anything look different?
You
Never
look.
change, Fee. I like you just the way you are.
You don't.
Oh, thank you.
You don't look blue anymore.
Oh no, that's not. I mean, from the flower.
physically, yeah, you've
The
changed.
flower.
You have flour in your
I ate
teeth.
the flower. Oh.
I hurt the flower.
Oh God, do they feel pain? I'll grab another one. Did I hurt you?
It has a face.
Nez examines them closer.
They don't appear as if they've cast stone skin on themselves. How do you mean?
Nez, are they sentient?
It has a face. It
I mean-
might be.
I think the person that talks to trees would be the one to ask.
Can, are they sentient?
Didn't they come out of you?
Probably. Judging by these little
Just eating for
faces.
scabs.
Ew.
I grab another one. I'm so sorry about your
You guys
sibling.
should take part in the bounty back there. It's all free. You don't have to worry about it. Just eat up.
It's the quicker picker upper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you need anything in particular, you can ask that lady. And he points to the woman still standing, stock still, arms behind her back, in like chef uniform.
Yeah, we might do that.
Hey,
We can take a pass.
hey, can you grab me something too?
You have a full plate.
They
I
don't have
know.
Doritos.
What do you want?
More.
Okay, that stuff. All right. Maybe we ought to wait for you to talk about Destiny with Fee until she's recuperated.
No, this is the best time to talk about Destiny. Are you kidding?
Well, let us get settled in. Whoa, are you hungry?
Yes.
All right, let's grab a plate or two, and then we'll come and settle in, and then we can swap stories.
We each take one of Wote's hands
Woe,
and walk with him.
Woe is our new psycho. Forever keeping Woe. Gosh.
All right, we'll
Precious.
approach the chef
I hope
woman.
they have bugs.
Me too. Let's see.
Ma'am, do you have bugs?
I got worms. That's what we're going to call it. I got worms.
Way to be assertive, buddy.
Yeah, I'm hungry. We'll yield to the person who gets to clean me of my bugs.
She looks down. Oh, yes. Are you by any chance Arachna?
I'm Arachna, yeah.
Oh, then yes. We don't get many of your kind, but yes, I can put in a order with the chef. Is there anything in particular?
Just
Arachna, he's
whatever kind.
Woe.
I didn't hear anything because everyone said something. What did you say, Seth?
He said, bugs. Just bugs is fine.
I'll have what he's having.
2 orders of bugs. All right.
Also,
and,
I would like to order a double of what that green lady ordered a little bit ago.
Oh, well, that's right there. If you'd like, you can see that right there in the center. You can grab that for yourself.
Ah, thank you.
And is there a specialty meal that you would like, sir? And she looks at you, Nez.
I'm just gonna look around at the buffet and see if there's veggies and fruit.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
No, I think I'm okay with what's already out here.
Very well. All right, I will put in the order for the bugs.
Oh, could I get to fire wine as well, please?
Oh, actually, the bar's around the other side. If you go right through that doorway, you can find the bar.
If y'all be wanting the mixed drinks, you gotta head on down to the Legion.
I need to make a second trip. Shit.
Stay woke.
All right, and a few moments later, she returns and there's 2 plates of bugs, and she hands it to Woat, and she hands it to Gil. Thank you, ma'am. You're quite welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're quite welcome. Now, let me know if there's anything else that you need.
Thank you. Bye.
And you guys go and sit back at the table?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I'll make a second trip to go get some fire wine and come back.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Did you leave your plates there by me
I'll
then?
put your plate next to mine, and there's bugs crawling around next to your food.
Food is changing. It's not the same it used to be, Can.
So, do you guys have any idea of which team you're going to be on?
You keep asking and no.
Oh, yeah, I have already asked that, didn't I? Sorry, I forgot.
You know what we'll be on?
Humphrey mentioned that there would be some sort of test
An
that would
A
sort
team.
us.
Whoa, on board the ship,
team.
man. When there's other people, if you're in his group, you can call him Humphrey in private, but around here, you gotta be careful. People get mad, man. You gotta call him the Glimmer Knight.
Oh, my
That's
apologies.
just a top tip. I'm not gonna get mad, but there's some people here who get mad. They get like real mad. So it's just safer that way. And if you can't use the Ash Knight's real name around anybody, not private, public, or otherwise, she will be so mad. And then it might even be considered like treason. I don't know. I'm just riffing.
Wow.
That's not a problem because I can never remember her name.
She who must not be named. Got it. Okay.
Are we gonna have night names?
Well, no, you wouldn't be unless you were a knight.
What are we gonna be again?
I'm assuming squires. If there's other jobs,
Do we get
you
squire names?
You guys mentioned squires, but I guess I could have just made that up.
So is there like squire names like potato squire?
There's not a potato squire, but the lead squire in any
squire?
team takes on the
Squire.
title of the knight that they serve. So like the lead squire of our team is a lady named Yuli, and Yuli
sounds like a jam squire.
She's the Glimmer Squire.
Oh.
So that's how it works. So that's, and so like for the Ash Knights
So
Squire,
you just
it's the
follow
Ash
their
Squire.
name.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
that's only
create
for
a new
the
one?
lead Squire.
So no creating a new name. But then
I mean,
again,
you can try.
Yeah.
So we're not even gonna be like a lead squire.
You could,
You know what,
if you
Can?
do really good.
Can?
Would I have to like fight her?
No, it's not like that. You just, I don't know how it works actually. I'm new.
You know what?
Maybe you fight.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't work here. I don't know how I got here.
I just wound up here.
So I think we could still name ourselves or name each other, and then we'll just call each other that.
Like secret names.
Secret
like
names.
like that for a team.
Yeah. Daryl, I like you. I don't know where you
Yeah.
came from, but
I told you where I came from,
I
man.
guess you did. Hey.
I like you guys too. You guys are cool. You know, most people get on here, they're all serious. They're like, I want to be a Elysian Knight someday, so I got to start acting like a dick. But man, you guys are cool.
Yeah, totally. Sometimes. So like the sheep place, you got a lot of pants?
What?
Like you got some extra pants to spare?
Textiles.
Maybe
I got
not bloody.
bolts of fabric. I got pants. I got shirts.
Could I have some?
I got my armor. I got all sorts of stuff.
I could sell them. And then I wouldn't have to sell bloody pants as much.
Well, I think you might get in trouble for trying to sell, if you tried to sell like, stuff that was, provided to you by the Elysian Knight Society, because I think that's illegal.
But it was provided from your sheep, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's no soliciting on the ship.
Yeah.
They're not very live and let live, are they?
No, they're not. But, all the perks kind of make up for it. And it's not bad. So far, it's been pretty nice. I'm just kind of worried about the ritual a little bit, because I don't really like the idea of fighting demons.
Oh, we're fighting demons, huh?
Yeah, the squires had to fight off the demons to protect the Elysian Knights during the ritual.
Well, I do that all the time. It's fine.
Did we know about that?
Man,
did.
if you didn't, now you do.
What's the general casualty rate during the ritual for squires?
Yes.
Not us. I don't know, but there's usually a lot of people who die.
Yeah, but not us.
Man,
Yeah, you guys
can't,
probably
can't
just,
be us.
some people don't die; they just get dragged into the hells.
We're the berry squire and the what's your
I'm the
favorite
toast
food?
knight.
Yeah. Toast knight, berry squire, Daryl. You're the
I'm the Daryl Squire.
You're the high squire.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah.
That's good.
That sounds
That's good.
fancy too, but it also is like a double meaning because
We're so high up in the
we're
air.
so high up in the air. And
Gil.
I guess a triple meaning.
I'm like picturing Nez just like staring off.
And like, what is
what
this
is going on?
conversation?
We need to get these people to a doctor.
Yeah, he's worried. He's very concerned.
Gil, you make your way into the bar side of the cantina, and there's a bunch of like off-duty officers and stuff in there. It's dimmer in here, and it looks like the window on the outside wall has been magically enchanted to be like shaded, like tinted, to just kind of give that more like nice atmosphere. It's a lot of dark wood here. It's still petrified, but all the wood is dark. It's just it's vibier in here, and you can see mage lights up in the ceiling that aren't active right now, and you can see in the center there's like a space cleared away that might even look like a dance floor.
Shit, this is a swanky speakeasy.
And you don't see anybody behind the bar at the moment.
Hey, is it self-serve? I like
A lady that's like sitting at the table. No, bartender just went in the back for a second. Should be right back probably. I mean, and she lifts up her like mostly empty glass. They better be.
Well, hello. My name is Gil. What is your name?
My name is Aranthea.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you. Gil is it's a short name.
Oh, it is short for Gildebrand.
Ooh, I like that name. That's a strong name.
Yes, it is a family name. I had 2 uncles named Gildebrand.
2? That seems like too many uncles named Gildebrand.
That's what they thought. They fought to the death.
There can only be one, I guess. Did you win that fight?
No, it wasn't me. It was my uncles, and they both lost because they both died.
So there is only one. Congratulations on your bequeathment.
Yes, victory by default, yes. Well, it is nice to meet you. Mayhaps you partake in shuffling on the floor of dance.
I might be too drunk. What?
You want to cut the rug over there, baby?
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Finally, you get to roll persuasion. Okay.
They're gonna touch tongues.
19.
19. She like looks at the center area. She looks back.
There's no music though.
I start like merengue dancing back.
And this she's like, okay, all right. She like looks around and she like grabs her glass and sets it on the counter.
All right, let's boogie.
Let us make our own music together. Why not?
You guys are just in this quiet bar. You guys are just like
People are talking in like hushed voices and shit.
give me a performance or athletics, your choice.
Gonna go with the 10 bonus. It's 21.
You are cutting a rug indeed. You're you're a pretty good dancer, Gil, when you want to be. She, however, she's not bad. She's not great, but she's in her cups. She's just like, yeah.
You've got some natural grace about you. Mayhaps I show you the ropes?
All right, yeah, show me what you got.
I mean, when you're more of sound mind and your wits are about you, I can teach you.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
All right, well, I'll be staying on the boat for like a week. I'm sure our paths will cross again sometime, and I like pirouette her back into her seat.
Oh, she like sits.
Well, thank you for the dance, sir.
You are quite welcome. Where's the booze?
The bartender's back.
Oh, good. Nice to see you. Bye. And then I go get some fire wine.
You're my favorite customer.
You turn to the bar and you see the bartender coming out of the back, Gil. And you see that they're like kind of short and they like kind of stumble out and they look like their clothes are not like kind of ill-fitting. And then they look up at you and their eyes go wide and you are staring into the face of the prince. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, interesting.
Shit around some sticks.
Wait, so the prince is the barkeep?
I thought you were going to say one of my former crew, and I was going to be like, oh shit, the tides change immediately.
What ho? A foe?
Wow. Interesting.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Prove it.
I love being, I guess, under the influence in any way when we're role playing, because it's like, yeah, it's fun.
You immediately got actually more relaxed.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVPC. I think that's the first time I've ever actually heard you make that noise, because usually I'm flanked by everyone else.
Oh.
The most valuable player.
Yeah.
Character.
I want to know who you think deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nez is 1, Gil is 2, Fee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote.
Ah, shit.
Everybody ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. 3, 2, 1, vote. All right. Everybody has a vote. One vote for Nez, one vote for Gil, one vote for Fee, and one vote for Can. All right,
The power
Nez.
of flower.
The power of friendship.
The power of friendship.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Nez, why did you vote for Fee?
High Fee is just lovable and fun and relaxing and just gives off cozy lo-fi study beat vibes.
Thank you.
Excellent. Gil, why'd you vote for Nez?
Nez is always very willing to conspire with Gil's conspirations, and his runic lore will be invaluable. So it's good that he keeps remembering to do that every time there's a rune and buffing his shit super high. Also remembering about their shared destiny with Fee and stuff, and bringing that back in so we can incorporate it and move that along too. It was cool.
Fuck yeah. I'm like
Excellent.
a hamster
Fee?
just spamming the feed button, but with runic lore.
Fee, why'd you vote for Can?
Cranky Can was like so funny, but also High Can and having that fun experience and roleplay together was super fun. Yeah, Can was a vibe.
Yeah, like if I didn't get high fee this episode, I would have voted for Grumpy Can.
Excellent. And Can, why'd you vote for Gil?
I voted for Gil because he actually did something and took some initiative rather than those of us who were pouting and getting high.
Great conflict
Excellent.
resolution.
Well, that means tonight's MVPs are Nezrah, Kaziel, Gilda, Brand, Milani, Ophelia, Midori, and Kanak, Anga.
Happy New Year,
motherfucker. 1d6 for all of ye. Yahtzee. Huzzah.
Sublime!
All right, well, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. It's a new year. It's a new you. Head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave that review you've always been thinking of doing and just haven't gotten around to doing yet. Also, while you're there, consider leaving us a rating. 5 stars is always appreciated, but we'll also take a review anywhere you can leave one, and a rating wherever you can leave one. I think you can do that on Google Play, maybe. I don't know. Oh, no, Google Play, does that even exist anymore?
Go to our website and leave us a review that will get ignored for a year.
Yes, especially if it's about my book. We also have a Discord, and it is...
Wait, what? Oh, right, free.
That's right. It's free. A link is in the episode description wherever you are listening to this episode. You can come hang out with us in our Discord and join the merry band of misfits and dipshits that occupy such a unhallowed place on this fucking fucked up earth. We've also got merch. Link is also in the episode description.
Free.
We've got wearables, shirts. We've got other stuff. Check it out. It's got a bunch of cool designs. D20 Syndicate logo. I think old and new are on there. And we've also got some cool stuff like the Vote for Gil design as well. And that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. See you in 2 weeks. I'm still not used to it. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to.
It's a new pod, and I'm feeling good.
I bought pill boxes for us, like the day by day pill boxes.
Dude,
it has been a real fucking.
No, for real.
I was
it's a
just
game
talking
changer.
about how
It
young that
rules.
actually is.
It rules so much.
It's the best.
I would
love
use
it.
it for a week, and then I would forget to refill it, and then never
But
fill
that's
it
the
again.
beauty of it. You can refill it at any point because I've done that too. And then I've just been like, okay, we're starting at this day.
I would lose the thing itself.
The whole thing.
Keep it in the same place every time.
100%. That's why, like, now that
You say
Google
that.
Drive is a thing, I'm like, can I have it in the computer? If I can't, I'm going to lose it. I'm just.
You say that
Gonna.
like it's possible here. It is not. Nothing.
You live in one house.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
but
lose
we have,
everything.
Also, we have a psycho child who moves everything.
And we both have ADHD, so we
You
both
better be
lose
keeping
things.
your pills out of his reach.
You're not going to have to, because now he's going to get medicated, so you're good.
There we
well,
go.
if they're out of reach,
Oh, you
then
took your
we
meds
won't
today, honey?
remember
Good
to
job.
take
I
them.
took yours, Mom.
They're all the same.
And
God
he's
damn.
he's wearing a fucking suit and he has a briefcase and everything. No, I took your medication, mother.
Pushes up no glasses. He doesn't even have them.
Just pokes himself in the really slow.
Ow, that hurt, Mom. Can I go to the doctor?
I need
More
medical
medicine,
attention.
please.
I need medical attention, mother.
Wait, do you listen to much music when you're working out though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I might need to pick your brain for good workout ones because I started a new workout playlist that actually has hype songs because now
you got sick of sad music?
Yeah, I have some because like I really like listening to Heaven by Mitski when I'm like coming down. It's very sweet. And there's like a few other ones where they come on and I'm like, this is precious.
There's
this
the
is
cool
good.
down.
Yeah.
It's like
Then
it
there's
knows.
the come down.
Yeah, Lindsey has 30 different workout playlists depending on her mood, what part of the workout she's in, what kind of workout she's doing, what day she's doing said workout on. And they all have 4 songs on them.
Lindsey, what is the going up the stairs playlist?
And then the coming down the stairs is just the Bananas in Pajamas theme song.
Mika, I put
They're coming down
that
the
song
stairs.
in the
Yeah.
chat. But yeah, any recommendations
Did you
for
put,
good
you
hype
put it
ones?
in the you put it,
yeah,
you put
in
it
the
in the
chat
Zoom
here.
chat like
yeah,
a psycho.
This chat.
I can see.
Like a fucking psycho.
Like we're in a work meeting or something.
Yeah, here's the link for that
by the way.
e-source.
Do your team members like leave saucy gifts while the meetings are happening?
Is that
Not
a
in
thing?
the chat.
Not in the team's chat.
We'll do separate in like one-on-one teams where the eye roll and stuff like that, but not in the actual chat. Who fucking does that?
Our whole team. We all do.
So like
Yeah.
somebody's giving a fucking PowerPoint presentation and you guys are just like, this fucker.
No, it's like the team meeting, like going over like what we're working on for the day. So it's just our team. We're not like
sure, but
we're not
still.
commenting on how much of a dick shit somebody is or anything.
Shitbird. Freeze, shitbird.
So Billy doesn't have a mic stand for the listeners, and he's holding the microphone
Weatherman.
like a panicked weatherman, and it is partially putting me on edge when he's excitedly talking. I feel
don't
like he's
have
about to
another
ask
stand
me
here.
a pipe hitting interview question, but
I love it. Ask me anything.
So is it true that you were in the other adjacent bedroom when R. Kelly peed on those girls?
Billy pointed the microphone at me and I feel scared. For some reason, it's different when a hand is connected to it and it's pointed at you.
I'm the Bill Hader SNL Herb.
Yeah.
But now I have the face of the person who killed my brother. That's
Yeah.
kind of sad.
Yeah. Damn, Seth.
Jeez, Seth.
Emotional damage.
Emotional.
You know, if you kind of blur your vision, Mika looks like she has Elvis hair right now.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Thank you very much.
It's really up today.
Look like Wade Newton.
That dude had a high pitched voice before.